Good evening, everyone, and here we are for round number 11 here in RSF1. And here in Tier 1, I'm Stars Orphan as per usual for Tier 1, and we're here in sunny Mexico. And as we see here that last week the championship was not decided due to Draxa Blaze's internet problems last week, but hopefully he'll have sorted those issues out this week. Now, I hope that guy in the pits there is not going to come out on an intermediate time, and he's read the rule book. Sim RX1. Got nifty first out of the box here today. First out on track. Here's the really tricky sector 2. So easy to invalidate that section. And you come into the heartbreaking right-hander into the last chicane, and then you got a long right-hander trying not to go too wide and hit the wall, and up to the line he'll be starting his lap. But a fair bit of ERS there before he even started the lap, so I got a funny feeling he forgot to turn his ERS off there, because he literally was on 63% there. So he's done a me. That's what I tend to do. A little bit of a toe there off of his teammate there, Dan. Danny Boy, as I like to call him. Right. Nifty, can he complete the first lap here today? And Boyd has left the session. Just hope that's not a problem. Right, up to the line for Nifty. It'll be a 14 flat there for Nifty. Up to the line there for Terry, a 16.5. Who else is close? Haas of Twitch. Caxelex. Caxelex? I don't know. They have some weird names. Right, Muddy now coming up to the line as well. Sam's done a good time there. But Muddy around the final corner is a 15 flat for Muddy. You feel that you'll need to find a bit more time than that. We got Dan. He's coming into sector 2. The Williams there moves out of the way. Come around the final chicane now. Final corner for Dan. Obviously, he is the only championship contender. Right tight to that wall there. 14-2 there for Dan. Is Matty on a lap. Yes, he is. Up to the line for Matty. Matty goes a 99, so obviously must have messed up on that lap there. Chico starting a lap, which Legend's doing. Oh, he's invalidated. So we'll stay with Chico. Still yet to settle up, and he invalidates into turn 1. That's such a nightmare. Just lost the brake in there. And yeah, he's going to have to go around again. Matty. He is going around again, I feel. Evening, Invade. How you doing, mate? Let's just hope that you don't mess up qualifying again. Yeah, not bad. You're becoming the Lando Norris of qualifying. Invade. Right. Matt, he's come back in, so JP Gaming, who interestingly got into Q3 last week, I think, if I remember rightly. Oh. You'd be hoping for a good lap here today. Still got these drivers down here at the bottom yet to set times here. JP is in sector 3 now, just wants to do this last few corners without invalidating. Kind of hit the curb there, bit of a bump through it, but around the final corner, can he get himself into Q2? Well, he's currently at P11. A 15 flat there for JP. Oh, Sam Barrack 1 is taking my advice and not gone out on the inter tyre. Well, it was very close to invalidating there for the Ferrari driver. Took a very tight line through there, and very much on the limit of the white lines. But a bit squarely out of the exit there, but coming up to the line now, can he drive through it? Yes, he can. 14.3 there for him. It's a very good time there for the Ferrari driver. Evo has joined the session, so hopefully he can get a lap in before time runs out. As Invade retires from the session on a 14.2. Should be enough, you'd feel. Right, Boyd. He is starting his lap. Chico, he's on an out lap about to start his, so go back on board with Boyd. Hopefully he can not invalidate this turn 1 this time. Yes, he does. Not do it this time. He's got a car up ahead. I'm not sure if that car is on a lap. It's going to be a pain in the butt if he is on a lap, which I believe he is. And I believe Void is catching him. Sam retires there. Oof, that was very deep there. I would have lost him a good few tenths there. always tricky to get this last section right, I find. But both of them up to the line. 14.5 there for Void. That should be enough to get him through into Q2. But Chico, he is on a lap as well. Loses the front a little bit coming out of the exit, but it's a 14.8 there for Chico. Very tight in that little midfield battle there to get through into Q2. So everyone in this little area, yeah, will have to be getting a move on, getting out there again probably to try and make sure that they get through. Easton struggling through that final couple of corners there. Really pushing the limits of that Red Bull. And it was a 14.7 there for him. So that was a bit of a messy final sector there from Easton. And probably cost him about 3/10 there. Maybe 4. You'll see people riding close. Skip stream is RP. What? OP. Oh, slipstream is OP. Yeah, yeah. I would imagine down that big long straight, definitely the slipstream is OP. I see a lot of drivers doing it. I mean, Red Bull's there. Ooh, Aldaf is joined. I haven't seen him for a while. I'm sure. I don't think. Evo has validated his lap, so he's going to have to come back in. Quite possibly, unless he's going to go round on the second lap. Easton decided to go on another lap on these tyres, which I'm shocked at. Yes, he's trying to go on a low fuel lap, yeah. What is he doing for the middle sector? Ooh, we've matched the middle sector. It's that final sector where he was struggling. And I said he lost maybe 3 or 4 tenths. Is he going to improve by that? Up to the line. Ooh. He improves by half a tenth there. He still didn't quite get that final sector right. I think he didn't have the ERS to play with there. But it should be enough. He's moved him up one place, so it is very tight out there. We've got Evo, who is on a lap. He's trying to get himself into Q2, yeah. Ferrari driver along with his teammate. Up to the line for Evo. That's a P7 there. Nice lap there from Evo. Down to P8 now as I think Terry just improved. So that should be enough. But as we're looking here, the guys who retired. You know, you're thinking maybe Sem there, obviously maybe a little bit nervous. not going back out again? I mean... Yeah, I think the guys up there in the low 14s, 14 threes, are definitely, I'd say, safe. But the guys from, I'd say, P10 maybe? 14.6. I think I could be in trouble. You think, right? Sem there, I do not think he's safe. You've got all these guys below him who are all on laps or out laps, right? Who could improve by at least a couple of tenths here and there. Polish does improve by a tenth, but it's still not enough. Muddy is starting a lap. Chico, Sem is in P12, right? Chico, who's starting a lap. We got Carex on an out lap. JP is in the pits, so he is definitely not going through unless he's going to come out now. With Legends, can he improve? Qualifying has not been his daddy this game. Al Daff on a lap, well, he is normally very quick. So, Easton, who retired, obviously in a bit, he could be in trouble. Definitely a lot of drivers here in the danger zone. JP now is on an out lap. So, look, now, can Chico improve? He's coming up to the line. He does improve. Sem's down to 13 now. Muddy also coming up to the line. We got Aldaf on an out lap down there. He'll come up to the line. Can Muddy improve? He only needs to improve by a little bit. He doesn't improve enough. Well, to knock Sem down anyway. He's still technically in it. Matty is got no ERS, so I don't think he's going to improve. And Carex improves, but he's exactly the same times as Sem. Legends also on 14.7. JP Aldaf. I think Sem's safe. I think he is safe. I don't think there's enough guys who are going to improve to beat him. But he is. Definitely left it dodgy, and Matty does not improve. He's validated. Aldaf, I don't think will improve. And I don't think Legends is going to improve either. Or Carex. So. Yeah. JP is on an out lap, but he will can improve. Muddy does improve up to 14th. Sorry, from 14th to 8th. Oh, another guy improves. JP. Sem down to 15th. Legends. Oh, he invalidates. But he wasn't going to do a lap. There. He was in the 38s. But Sem gets through by 600ths. What the hell happened there? Reason. minor party. That's better. Well, right. Right. Muddy is on an outlap here. Got other guys nifty. We're on board with the lucky is son of a bitch going there in Q1 as got through there by the skin of his teeth. Right. Sam is about to start his lap. Don't tell me he's invalidated the first corner there. That's the blaze. Fast out of the blocks there. Set 14-2. We're on board with Sam. We didn't catch him in the first qualifying, so we'll stay on board with him. The other drivers there in the background, obviously. There's VCR Dan there, fastest lap of the day. 14 flat. And I've left the section. Yep. Ah, this bloody game. Right, Eastern sets a 14-9 there. Dan already retired from the session, so and Sam obviously messed up his lap somehow because he is coming back out on an out lap. So he must have somehow messed his lap up somewhere. Penrose still yet to sail up as well. He got himself into Q2. He's back racing again tonight, which is nice to see. I saw him sitting in the chat last week. Kind of said to him, you guys will come back and race, and that's a 14-1 there for him. So he's definitely got the pace out there today. Chico getting a very big toe there off of Penrose there. RB's working very well. So what can Chico do into first sector? To get these back on. Right. Just needs to hook the lap up now, Chico. Same with Sam here in sector 2. Just a little bit up the road. Sam, who sneaked through qualifying there. And this time he's hooked the lap up. A 14.9. No, it's slower. Slower than his lap. He's set in Q1. So maybe this is not a track that Sam's liking. He's normally challenging for pole. He seems to be quite off the pace here today. Chico there with a 14.4. So nice lap there from him. Guys up here into the low 14s. Some interesting drivers up there. Penrose, Desborough. Tracks to Brace, obviously, you know, bidding for the championship here today. Oh, so here we go. Sam has dropped it. Oh, I'm taking out the post. A good day for the Kick Selby here today. Coming into the pits now. We have the Ferrari driver here of Simba X1. 14.6. Judging by the time set earlier, I mean, I feel that low 14 would be absolutely certain to get through, but you never know with this yet. Or hook a lap up on their date. to line. It's the fastest time of the day. Absolutely smashed it. 33. Where the hell did that come from? 7 tenths on P2. That's an amazing lap. He is looking on fire. 7 tenths. Bloody hell. Terry's validated his lap. Ooh, improvement there from Easton. 14.4. Still got outlaps here for Muddy and Evo. Muddy, I believe, did a 14.4 in first quali. So you know he's capable of it. I think Evo was in the mid-14s. Setting himself up. Sem on an outlap. JP in the pits. Muddy starting his lap in sector 1. Yeah, slowly. That is. It's unbelievable quick. Right, Muddy. Can Muddy get himself into Q3? Needs to get into the 14s. Nice and clean and tidy now. Last few corners. Up to the line for Muddy. It's a 14.5. 7 tenths improvement for Muddy. He's currently in P10, but feel that may not be enough. We've got Sem coming round the final few corners. Just hits those curves a little bit too much. Didn't carry the speed as much through there, but it will be enough. 13.5. Finally, Sem has woken up. So's Nifty as well. And Terry. So they're starting to find their feet now. Penrose. Obviously, maybe a lot of these times were set on used tyres. That's probably why they are massively improving. But still, that timeout from RSF1 is a very good time. Yeah, I've got outlaps. Terry retires. And Chico. Nice lap there for Chico. Desbro in the pits. Penrose backs out of his lap. So he is. That'll be the lap that he sets. Easton is on an out lap. Muddy will be coming back in. JP is currently 2 tenths down on his time. Needs to make a massive improvement here in this middle sector to try and get himself into Q1. He needs to find nearly a second and a bit to get through. That is it for Desbro and Penrose. Chico will be coming back in. Easton is starting a lap. Muddy, I believe, will be coming back in as well. So that'll be it for Muddy. JP up the line. Does he get himself in? He improves to 14.5. That's a good time, but just not enough to get himself into Q2. Oh, sorry, 3. Muddy does improve by a 10th to go ahead of JP there. Can Easton improve? Easton. Can he finally hook up that final sector? He does improve. He finally does hook up that final sector. And gets himself into Q3. There you have it. Penrose, Muddy, JP, EO, and Boyd are the guys who are eliminated. (13.3) It's the fastest time. Right, Q3. You see how Dan burst out of the pits, so stay on board with him. See, technically in the championship. I believe it's 49 point. I'm not entirely sure what the gap is. I'm gonna have a quick look, but I think he needs well, he does need a minor miracle. Let's be honest, but what is the gap? It's like, has it been updated since the last race? No, it hasn't. I know he made an improvement on him last week, because I think he came third or second. Right, so Dan is on the lap here. Yeah, and they haven't updated the championship yet, which is a pain in the ass, really, because I wanted to, because it would be in the championship decider and everything. I wanted to know what the points were, but yeah. Right, so Dan, 13.5. For a guy who set the fastest time in Q1. Barrett 1. Can he go even quicker into the 12s? Which would be a minor miracle. Yeah, he's probably on a U set there, 14.3. Chico starting his lap. Terry is starting his. And Bade backs out of his, so he has his typical Q3 disaster. Outlap for Easton. And Draxter Blaze will be the next across the line. Will it be enough to get himself on pole here today? 14.6, so that's probably a used set of tyres there for him. Chico, what is he doing? Coming up to the final few corners. Doesn't want to invalidate, wants to try and hook this last couple of corners up. Oh, a bit squirrely on the exit. Cost him a bit of time there. 14. And he invalidates there. Terry on the final corner. He's going to be absolutely gutted about that one. Oh, and he hits all the things. He's probably fuming in that car. As you can see coming into the pit entry. Right, Easton into Sector 2 now. Can he challenge the top guys here today? He's not really been battling for pole really so far in Tier 1. Yeah. Been very much... Oh, he invalidates the lap. So pushing so hard in that Sector 3. I think it's been the nightmare sector for him so far in this qualifying. When he hooks it up through there, it's golden, but yeah. So guys pushing very hard out there today. Obviously, it's one of those tracks where it's so easy to invalidate. Especially that Sector 3. I did say it earlier, and Bade, you're the Lando Norris of qualifying, mate. Like I say, Bade, you still got one more run to go at the end of the day. That's the one you need to hook up. Right, Barrett 1 and Terry are on outlaps. Going out early. Nice bit of open track to themselves. Less pressure then, I suppose. Right, into turn 1. Can he hook this lap up? 13.3. First effort for the Ferrari driver. He wants to try and get himself on pole here today. He's gone purple Sector 1, so that's looking good so far. Just needs to absolutely send it through Sector 2 now. You're coming up to the S's up here, really tricky ones. You just want to try and hook them up lovely and carry the speed through them into the DRS. And then along the back straight here, short back straight, I should say. into the braking, then try and hook it up as best as you can through these chicanes, yeah, really, and then just trying to hook it up on the last corner and try as tight as possible. He backed out of it. That is strange. Terry is on a lap, and he's come out behind Draxter Blaze, who is on an out lap. So I hope he's not holding him up. Oh, there's contact. I think he realised that Terry was on a lap. Or was he on a lap? I think he may have backed out of it. Very big confusion there. Who touched you? I hope they were gentle. Oh no, Terry's invalidated! Again! And now it's crashing into the things on purpose. Oh, that's it for him in this qualifying. Chico. Well, Trackster. He is on a lap. He's coming around the final 3 corners now. He is going to obviously improve his time of a 14.6. Will it be enough for pole? 13.5 currently. Invade is setting himself up for an out lap. Got Sem obviously there also. All these drivers just getting ready to go for that final push, final lap. Invade one in the toe. So did Sem. He's just got to hope that Sem is quicker than him. Because he's going to be held up. Unless Sem's going to move out of the way. I don't think he is. I think Invade may have misjudged this. He is right on the gearbox. Sure, the dirt yet. And he's 5/10 up on his lap. What is Invade and Sem gonna do? He's been right behind you. You feel maybe he could have gone quicker if you hadn't sit behind him. But they're going to go up to the line. He goes quicker than Sem. I think Sem may have invalidated because of it. On 14.4. Not as quick as his first time. Easton. Once again, he's struggling through that sector 3, and again, yep, that's it for Easton. Yeah. Terry and Easton there just could not hook a lap up Sam, he went faster in Q1, sorry, 2, but couldn't hook a lap up. All these drivers into the 13, so Invade does finally hook a lap up. I'm surprised you followed him. I know you got a benefit from the straights, but surely for that third bit of this sector, you were struggling. It must have worked because you got P3, but there you have it. Barrack 1 got pole there and slated some margin, tracks to Blaze. Only half a tenth down. But I'm not sure whether he's going to be in trouble with Terry. Because I think Terry was on a lap. And I'm not sure. We'll have to find out afterwards. Two people going for the hearts. Yeah, it's always a risk. Running hard on this game. Especially the amount of safety cars, so forth. Just absolutely screws you on the strategy. That's why I did kind of enjoy last week's race. Not last week. The week before, where we had that sort of two-stopper with the no hearts. I thought that was kind of interesting, kind of a thing. Right, in P20 we have Aldaf. P19 we have Matty. P18 we have Polish Hammer. P17 we have Legends. P16 we have Twitch Carx. X. P15 we have Void. P14 we have Evo. P13 we have JP. Muddy Biscuit in P12. P11 for Penrose. P10 for Eastern. Terry in P9. 7 P8. P7 we have Desbro. P6 we have Chico. P5 we have Nifty. P4 Dan. Invaded 3. Who's validated his pit entry. Draxter Blaze in P2. And we have Barack 1 in P1, and it's 5 lights and away we go. It's an amazing start there for Draxter Blaze. I think he's going to go into turn 1 level with Barrack 1. In fact, he's going to go ahead of Barrack 1. He's going to have the first turn in there, but also Bade and Dan are also having a look into turn 1. I think Bade's got the jump on Dan as Draxter couldn't hold it into turn 1. He had to back it out. Barrack 1 holds onto P1. Looking back further down the order, we have moves there for Sem from up to 6 now. He's going on the outside there. Oh, and he's made contact with Nifty. It's also made contact slightly with Desbro as well. Got the move done almost on Nifty, but then Nifty came back at him on the exit. So, coming into sector 2, into 3, this tricky slow section of chicanes. And on to the final corner, and coming on to that final corner, it is no change for the lead, but we have Invade all over the back of Draxter Blaze. Is he going to go for the move? We're already at 10 seconds speeding into the pits. Car relax. That will not be good. Invade couldn't get the move done there. You need a bit of a DRS, I feel. As Sem gets past Nifty. He's on a move. Desbro right behind him as well. This little group up front now starting to pull away from Easton there, who is on the hard tyre. Thankfully everyone has got through these first couple of laps. And no early safety cars. You see here he had to pick that. Obviously that 10 seconds will hurt him big time. We've got Aldaf down there. Matty is also just outside that 1 second window. Needs to get back into it. Sharpish. Muddy Biscuit there. Also in the midfield. Just outside of the points. He's right behind Penrose. Wants to keep on the back of him. They all want to keep in this big train that always seems to form around this track. Easton's having a problem. He's struggling on those hard tyres. I think maybe it's not the best option to have gone on them. Like I say, they'll come to him. But these early laps, I feel that he's just going to be a sitting duck for the medium runners. And further up the field, we have Evo with the first penalty. If I had to guess on the first penalty, I would have picked Evo. No disrespect to the guy, he is fast, but he is the penalty king. Whereas Muddy Biscuit is the penalty king in the opposite, in that he never gets any. Draxler sets the fastest lap of the race as he sees the guy in front creep away from him a little bit there, but he's clawed it back. Going into the final sector there. Oh, and it's all going into turn one so tight. Bade had to slam on the brakes there as he almost went into the back of Draxler there, because I think Barrack 1 had to brake early. And yep, to try and hold on to the position. But none of them are breaking away from each other. In fact, they're just calmly going through these first 4 laps here. No real moves as per yet, really, other than Sem, who's made a couple. I'm going to look at the position changes. Yeah, Chico up 1, Sem up 1, Penrose up 2, Muddy up 2. The biggest mover is Polish Hammer up 5 from P18. So he's done well in that start. See, just needs to try and get himself into the points for the Kick Sauber team here today. With Dragon not racing here today. On to lap 5, and honest contact at the back there. Big crash. It's Chico and Sem. No. Safety car. Big contact at the back there. I think Sem went for the move, did he? I don't know. Got Matty coming up to it now. Safety car. Chico and Sem out. I've brought Twitch Carax back into it. Man, he just doesn't want to crash into the safety car yet. He'll go into the pits now and get rid of that 10 seconds. Oh, that'll be looked into afterwards. But currently, the championship is still on, with Dan still in the race. A lot of guys on the mediums now will be pitting to the end. That's why I was saying to you earlier that the hard starters will struggle with the strategy. Unless it's another safety car, it'll be a bit of a bummer for Easton. But he has got track position, you know, so, you know. Yeah, both Chico and Sam be absolutely gutted to be out this early in the race. With one race to go. Well, these two races are the last two races of this game. No one wants to be out like that. I mean, honestly, Sam will be back for the last game. Sorry, the last race, hopefully. Last race of this game. Well, obviously for RSF1 anyway. And yeah, I think the last race will be in Spain, I believe. Just gotta check that my calculations are right. My schedule. Yep, Spain is the final round. Yeah, it's always a guy to lose drivers. I mean, we all love a safety car, but we love a safety car, we don't lose the drivers. And especially as one of the drivers is one of my in my team garage. So I'm gutted. But yeah. And with the other regular driver not here tonight as well, Red Dragon. So yeah, it's up to our reserve driver, brought in, Polish Hammer, to try and score some points for Kick Sauber tonight now. Move on to lap 7. I think the safety car will be in this lap, so we'll be getting underway again. It'll be all up to Easton now to lead us away. Trackster will be wanting to get going. He has got going. He's got such a good exit there on Easton. I think he's going to fly past Easton. He's got the fresher tyres, 5 laps, but you wouldn't have thought it'd be affecting him that much, Easton, but he has been dropped by 2 drivers, possibly 3, on the tyre wear. Yeah, P1, down to P5 for Easton. He is absolutely struggling out there, despite being on the same tyres. I mean, 5 lap difference is on hards. You wouldn't have thought it's that big. But obviously it must be, because he's lost 4 places. And Evo gets another time penalty. Stacking up now for Evo. Right, DRS now enabled. We see Nicky Nazari having a little look there with the DRS open, but he's going to go for the late move, and no, thinks better of it. Muddy also in the points here today. Be trying his best to try and get as much points here today as possible. Easton would be hoping now for a safety car. Safety car sign still up there. Just looking at that thinking, is it another safety car? No. Boyd gets a penalty now. So pressure is on now to drivers to try and keep penalty free on a track that is very hard not to do so. One of those tracks like Canada, I feel. Here you see the majority of the cars in that one long straight camera view. Polish can have a little look there. Nope, not quite. Ooh, there's a bad exit there for the McLaren driver as he had to brake because of the car in front going slow. Almost left a little window open there for Polish Hammer, who interestingly last week pitted while in the points. I don't understand why. Only a couple of laps to go. Well, back to the leaders, and Draxler Blaze, who was following behind Barrack 1 throughout the first part of this race, is now leading it, but now is just let him through. And obviously he just wants a clean race here today, Draxler, to cement his, I don't know what championship it is for him now. It's, I'm saying fourth? Won so bloody many. But he has left it to the last two races to do it. I suppose we've only got 12 races. It is very hard to get a big lead in 12 races, I suppose. I mean, but very much deserved championship for him. But he's going to win here today. I mean, Dan basically has to get the fastest lap and the victory, and hope that Draxler Blaze DNS. So take it into the final race. If I'm reading my maths correctly, I don't know. Could be wrong. But like I say, you see side-by-side action there for and it's contact there, and Boyd is an unlucky recipient of it, and a bit of argy-bargy there going on there in the midfield as per usual. I know that game very much. I live in the midfield, I do. See Terry there, right on the gearbox of Muddy Biscuit, 1/10 through all of that. He's literally pushing him through the corners as Easton gets a penalty now. All kind of in that little bit of a trade near in that little midfield battle there, and none of them can sort of move out of it as the guy joins FTR. Aldaf, I think, retired in the pits. Yep, it's unfortunate for him. Right, on to lap 13, coming up to nearly the half point of the race, and these guys now will be going all the way to the end on those tyres, so it's going to be a long old haul on these hard tyres. And is kind of a nice track, Mexico. It's like, you know, not a bad track, I suppose. Oh, huge penalties now. There's 10 seconds for Terry, he's retired. Is that enough here today? JP there. And Evo. JP. Sorry, Evo and Void. JP's further up the road. So Evo gets his way past Void. Where's Matty C doing down there? And Matty C, I think, is avoiding Void. I think Void's had a bit of a moment somewhere. He was battling with Evo, suddenly he's down there. But back into the midfield, we have Penrose and Nifty there, and Desborough, who are keeping up with the leaders. You've got that top 7, really. Easton there, who obviously on the worn tyres, now being overtaken by Muddy, who is also having a good race here. He's not far off the pace, Muddy. I mean, I say he's not far off the pace. He's only 1.6 off. If you can get into that window, it's looking like a good track here for Muddy. If he can keep penalty free like he normally does, and the other guys up front who normally get a penalty here and there, could be a good result here for Muddy here today. But no one's managed to break away. This like top 7, really. Sort of broken away a little bit from Muddy. Muddy, though, has had to get past Easton. He is fighting with Easton. And so he's kind of lost a little bit of time. In fact, Muddy has lost a huge amount of time. He's been overtaken by Legends, who has slowly creeped his way up through the field. Legends. Not noticed a lot from him. Ooh, a bit of a lock up there. But he's on that medium tyre offset to the others. That's probably why he's managed to get past these guys here. Maybe he can... Muddy can use him to drag himself up to the leaders. Muddy can keep into that 1 second window. Just needs to keeping it, get the DRS. And they can get themselves up to the leaders. The leaders have been very much invade. Did he get a penalty just now? Tracks to place, sets the fastest lap of the race, so he's got to move on now. I think they're very much sort of going around at pace, but trying to save the tyres maybe. But he sort of stepped up a little bit there, Draxter. Come out to like lap 17 now. Still quite a fair bit of this race to go. 19 laps still, but you know. Easton down there in P11. Obviously be hoping that there is a safety car. Obviously didn't pit. And slowly creep down the order because of that offsetting tyre wear he's struggling with. But back to the leaders. I see let him through there, not fought it. The two top two. There's no point really fighting it. We've seen Legends who has been overtaken by Polish Hammer now, so obviously maybe his tyres are starting to go off a little bit now. 12 lap old mediums. They will be starting to feel a bit dodgy. Especially racing in a big group like that. Very close together. All that dirty air. And riding the curves a lot. But Muddy is at the front of this little group of cars. But he is very much outside of that top 7 now. 4.5 seconds down. He almost got up to them at one stage, but constant fighting with the guys behind him has let that gap sort of grow. Very reminiscent of the actual race where Lando Norris was held up by Verstappen. And it cost him the race, really. See Muddy there, overtaken by Polo. Sort that audio thing up. $29 a pie. Right, on to lap 19 now. Up front, we've got Dragster and Sip Brooks. 1 and VCR Dan as well, who have sat into this little group. They've not kind of fought. Oh, no, so, if you see there, who was that? Was that Bade going off? I think it was. Oh, Matty retires in the session. Oh, had enough and retired in the pits. Really not going anywhere at the back there. It's unfortunate for Matty, but he'll hopefully be back for the final race. And Yeah, invade that. Struggling. Lost the place there, but still very much in that group. I see them all here really pushing hard now in this race. Maybe starting to feel the tyres now a little bit, maybe. Having to go all the way to the end on those tyres. I mean, Easton has got a pit. He'll be on the medium tyre coming in at the very end. In fact, he has pitted. Oh, a 10-second time penalty for Easton. Oh, that's going to hurt him. So easily done. He on the medium tyre to the end now, 15 laps, but he's got that 10-second penalty. It's going to kill him. Along with the 3 seconds as well. To add to it. Really needs a safety car. Desperately, Easton. Lap 21. And coming to the final part of this race. Dragster and the top 6 or 7. In fact, it is a top 6 now. Desbro has dropped out of that window. He very much is a no man's land kind of a driver, I've noticed. He'll be up there and then up at the top, but normally he's in an area where he's kind of on his own. Noticed that in a few races with Desbro. See Muddy fighting hard for those lower positions here today. P8, P9, JP also down there. In that P10 position at the moment. You'll get P9 if he can hold on. So that 3-second gap to Polish Hammer. But up front, BCR Dan and Bark 1 and Dragster all fighting for the podium here. Also got Invade, but Invade's got that penalty. Nifty also, Penrose also looking for a podium here today. It could go either way. It's reminiscent of I think, was it Bahrain and Portugal, where we had such a tight finish at the very end. There does seem to always be these tight finishes between a load of drivers in Tier 1. Very, very close at the top. 5 or 6 drivers. See, one driver we're missing of this group is obviously Sam. He's normally in and around the top 5 or 6. Obviously he got the victory last week. His first victory in RSF1. Congrats to him. But here tonight is the championship decider. Very much is a championship decider. It's literally done and dusted. But, you know, it's where it's going to happen. And barring some miracle, it's going to happen. Got 12 laps to go. Can Dragster Blaze finish this race and finish as champion again? He has his rival, VCR Dan, right behind him, and he will sniff on any mistake that those top two make. I mean, anything that Traxxer does, if Traxxer has any kind of contact with the guy in front and then DNFs himself, obviously Dan will try and go for the victory here. Obviously he's going for the victory, but I think he'd be absolutely fired up to go for the victory. What can happen here in these final part of this race here in Mexico? And Penrose get a podium here today on his first race back. Always saying that he didn't have to pace the tier 1. Well, he's very much showing he has here today. Also, you got Nifty there as well, buddy. Goes dry. I need a drink. That's what you get when you solo commentate. Lap 26, 10 to go of this race. Very much the order has not changed too much. We've got Muddy there biting Polish for the final few points. And JP also keeping in that 1 second, that 3 second window just about. Remember now they've got all these laps on these tyres, 20 odd laps on the hard tyres. Easton down there. A little bit of a battle there with Legends. Both on fresh mediums, but like I say, Easton with those massive penalties. That's not helped him at all here today. Same with Evo. Evo, huge penalties. And cost him. Dragster coming out of the final corner into the lead here. He's gone back and forth on that lead with back one. And Dan, obviously Nifty and Invade, they're sniffing as well. There's Penrose, Desbro, now under pressure from Muddy. So they've caught up to Dan, sorry, Desbro. In fact, they're passing him. So he's dropped off quite a bit there, Desbro. Struggling a little bit maybe with the tyres. More than these guys. Muddy is up to P7. A big gap to the leader, so 11 seconds. Muddy is starting to find a bit of pace now. He's dropped Desbro. I think Desbro is holding up Polish Hammer, which that would be amazing for Muddy. Muddy can finally stop fighting somebody throughout this race and get his arse away. So hard to break the 1 second window though. You see there, Polish Hammer goes past and he goes back onto the gearbox once again of Muddy. Oh, he's gone wide there. And Polish Hammer, as Evo retires from the session into the pits. One of those races, really. Oh, and contact there between Desbro and Polish Hammer. Just went into the back of him, lost the brakes. Coming into the braking zone. So unfortunate for him. With that, though, it's given Muddy that little bit of a gap. That Polish Hammer didn't get the DRS. So Polish Hammer is going to have to absolutely put his foot down now to get back into that 1 second window. Doesn't want Muddy to get away, because it is so hard to get back into that 1 second window once you lose it. Yeah, he's burning there. I'll try and get into it. Couldn't quite get into it. It's that little 2/10 he's missing, and he's going to be fighting into turn 1 to defend from Desbro as well. So that'll cost him a bit of time as well, trying to defend it. Desbro will be all over him. Might just give Muddy that little bit of a gap he needs to get away. He's still only 1.1 ahead. Muddy. He's be coming into the next DRS. He's into that next DRS, and he didn't get it, Polish Hammer. So Polish Hammer will be trying to burn that DRS to try and get back into it, and he is into it now. So he had to burn a little bit. Yeah, he's creeped back into it. Up front, they're getting a bit tasty now. Gotta find out who wants to win this race badly enough. Very much. The top two have swapped, changed. With Dan just sitting back and watching, really. I think Dan knows the championship's not on, but anything can happen in, you know, racing, as they say. I think Dragster is determined here today to get it done, dusted after last week. Lap 31. And he is only 5 laps away from doing it here today. Again, the RSF1 Tier 1 Championship. But like I say, this top 6 of drivers, any one of these gets a penalty now, it could be crucial. Invade obviously has got that penalty, so he will not be on the podium. Barring others getting penalties. Laps are creeping down now. No more safety cars, which is a big shock. You see, Polish Hammer now has got past Muddy, so maybe Muddy is struggling now with tyres. Muddy will be determined though to P7 here. He will get P7 because, like I say, he's got no penalties at the moment, so it could be, like I say, all in his favour. Be a good result for Maddie. As we look back onto the leaders now, coming into last few laps here. It's been a bit of a long drag really here today. It's not been a spectacular race really. Been a bit of a boring race really, but you know, it's one of those races, Mexico, but you know, it's a nice track, but it does tend to become a DRS train around here. It's very hard to overtake, even with DRS. Let's say Dragster. Now, up front, I don't think he'd care too much on the victory here today. I mean, he'd love to get the victory, obviously, you know, but like I say, to seal it with a victory, but I think just getting a result here today that he needs would be good enough. Obviously, Dan would love to get another victory. Make it about 3 or 4 for the season for him. He's been very much the other guy that wins races, other than Dragster. You see now, probably should get another penalty. So that's going to very much seal it for him on losing probably P10, because JP has caught up to these guys and he is not on penalties. So he will jump these guys up front and get possibly P8. He has been overtaken by Desborough, sorry, Easton. Lap 34 of 36. 2 laps to go for Dragster Blaze here to seal the RSF1 Tier 1 Championship for season 30, I believe. Can that change? Penultimate lap. It's all or nothing now for these drivers. Coming into turn 1. Oh, he has to back out of it a little bit. He knows that's probably his last chance. Because, oh no, it's like we've got one more lap to go. What am I talking about? Right. Who's going to win this race? Dan sitting there for the whole of this race in P3. He's had Nifty, his teammate, right behind him. You've got Invade there, obviously, as well. He's not going to get back out of it. Penrose wants to get a podium out of this. Currently looking at P5 unless he can get a move done. Right, coming into the final lap here. Dragster Blaze is leading it, but he has got Barrack 1 right on his tail. He's going to have to defend. He is trying to break the toe. They're going down the pit straight. I think he has got it because he's so far ahead. It's going to have to do a big dive bomb, yeah, from Barrack 1, he's going on the outside, side by side. They're going into it. He's going to go on the outside there. I think he's got it. He's going to have the... And he's going to have the DRS as well. He fought it, went on the outside, and got it. Now, can Dragster fight back in the final sector, where he will get the DRS? It's going to be very hard, though, on that straight. Very few moves are done there, but I think Dragster may go for it. He's got to if he wants to get the victory here today, but he has been hard fought there by Barrack 1, and he's having a look, but there's no space there to get the move done. I think he's going to have to settle for P2, and they're coming around the final few corners now. BCR Dan behind him, his championship rival, and they're coming across the line, and Barrack 1 wins the Mexico Grand Prix. Dragster Blaze in second place, BCR Dan in third, and that is your top three. Good RSF, Nifty and Penrose, and P6 there for Invade. P7, a brilliant P7 there for Legends, is it? Nope. Muddy gets him. Driver of the day for Legends. Brilliant race there from Barrack 1. Fought hard there for the victory, and well deserved in the end. But with that, that confirms Dragster Blaze as RSF1 champion. Congrats to him there. And just running for the order there quickly. So yeah, congrats to Dragster Blaze. Right, I have invited somebody, but well, they'll join or not, it's up to them. But oh well, that'll be it. It's been an interesting Mexico Grand Prix. Congratulations to the top three there, and Barrack 1 there on the victory from Dragster Blaze. Obviously, he gets the championship, so good. Congrats to him. And obviously, we see our Dan, good result for him for P3. But we'll be moving on to the final race of the season, and obviously, there still is the constructors, I believe, still to fight for. And that'll be in Spain. We'll also have Tier 2 coming up on Wednesday and Tier 3 on Thursday. And yeah, so tune in for those. And there's still championships to be decided in those tiers, so yeah, I'll see you all there. Thank you.